Hello and welcome to All Aboard Resin Creations. I did a project the other day using these DTF glass decals and I had a few left over. They came in a pack of 5. So there's that one, that one, that one and that one left over. But I think I'm going to be using this one today. So we'll put that to one side for a minute. And I'm going to be using this jar mould. I think it was from, I don't know, I can't remember. I'll link it in the description. It was either Amazon or Temu. And it comes with this little rubber seal lid. So we're using that. And I'm going to be using my new go-to Eco Pour, which is an eco-friendly casting powder. And you just have to add water. It's mixed to a ratio of 100 grams powder to 30 grams water. And I've got, just to be on the safe side, I've got 350 grams in here and 105 grams of water there. So I'm going to add the water in first. And then I'm going to mix up the Eco Pour. I've only recently started using this Eco Pour and I've got to say it's fab. Absolutely love it. So let's get this mixed in. Pop that out of the way. Get this mixed up. And I'm going to be doing a solid colour on this today. And I'm going to be using Homeware Designs pigment, and it's in the Passion, but I don't want it to be too heavy a colour, so I think I'm just going to put in a couple of drops maybe, or maybe one drop, stir it and then add, because you can always add, but you can't take away, can you? So let's give this a good mix. It mixes in so nicely. So I think that's good to go. So now I'm just going to give that bottle a little bit of a shake, and I'm just going to start off putting one drop in. I just want it a nice pastel shade, and I think that one drop is actually absolutely plenty. So I want to bring out the colours in these pinks for the background. So that's looking okay to me. Get that mixed in thoroughly, and then pop the lid back on that, and then let's get this into this mould. So get rid of the dog hair first. Husky dog hairs get everywhere. Right, so I'm going to start by just adding a little bit first, and this is just a nice straightforward straight jar, so no little lips to worry about, the bubbles getting catched underneath. But if you want to give it a good squeeze all the way around, and then a few little tappies, give it a good wiggle and a jiggle. And then we can, oops, nearly dropped the whole lot then. And we top that up. I love moulds that don't have them pesky lips. Lovely. So that's that, and hopefully I've got enough to do this lid. Oh, another little dog hair there. Have I made enough? Yes. Phew. So that's taken 350 grams to do the lid and the jar. So So no little extras today. Right, so it says 30 to 60 minutes demold. So I'm going to leave it for the 60 minutes and then we'll be back to demold these and get these stickers on. So I'll see you all in a little while. This is all cured up now, so let's pop this out and see how it's looking. Hopefully, just being a straight-sided jar, it should come out quite easily. Just roll that down or up. Oh, I don't know, saying that, it's not, maybe I shouldn't have rolled it. Oh no, it's all right, it's coming out okay. Right, straighten that up and then just squeeze and give a twist. And then that'll pop out. Just going to pop that in the right way because you don't want to leave your moulds the wrong way for too long because they will go out of shape. A bit creases in, so that's that back in its right way. So let's have a look. Oh, look, not one bubble in there. And the bottom probably needs a little bit of a sand. So let's just give that a bit of a sand off. Probably could have done with just a little bit more Eco Pour in there, but that's okay. I might end up putting what do you call it? One of those cork mats on the bottom anyway. I don't know. So, and you can, with these eco resins, you can either wet sand them or dry sand them. It doesn't really matter which way, but I think I prefer doing the dry sanding, although it has the disadvantage of the powder fluffing up everywhere, and you don't want to get that in your lungs. But if you use wet, then you're putting more moisture back into the pot. Right, so let's see how this bit's turned out. And we've got a little lip under there which holds the rub seal, and not one bubble under that lip. This Eco Pour is absolutely amazing. Love it. Nice smooth top. See if that fits. Yes. Lovely fit. Right, so which way up does that go? Does it go that way? I think it goes that way. So squeeze that over the top. Got it twisted there. Is that the way it goes? I don't know. No, maybe it goes the other way. Doop. Am I going to get that out now? Right, I'll do that in a minute. I've obviously done that the wrong way around. What wally chops. Right, so I've turned that around, so it's now the right way round. So it goes on that way, if you can see that. And then when you put the lid on, you get a nice tight seal. So if you hear that, that's the seal breaking. So I'm going to leave this for 24 hours now to dry out overnight, and then we'll get the sticker on this. I've just had a delivery from Temu, and I ordered a while back these I think one's like a, got dog hair on them already, one's like a tulip, so I've got two of those, and I think this one is like a rose, a little rosebud, and I thought it would be nice maybe to put yeah, that shows you a lot, doesn't it? I thought maybe I'd put one on the lid. So I've mixed up 100 grams of the EcoPore. I don't know how much these hold, and I was wondering maybe to do this in like a marbly, so the rose has different colours on it. So I'm using the same colour, the Passion, and I'm going to put, I don't think I want a whole drop. I think maybe I just want, so I'm going to shake some of that off and maybe put just a little bit in like that, and then pour that into one of these. I'm going to pour halfway first, give that a good squeeze, give it a bash. That's probably mixed it in totally now, but never mind. And then pour that in there. So maybe this one, let's just go for it, shall we? Let's just pour it in and not fiddle with it too much. Right, that's that one. I don't think I've got enough to do another one. Maybe it'll just give me like a half a rose or half a tulip. Saves wasting it, doesn't it? So let's pop that in there. Right, so got a bit much in there, so if you use a tissue you can just soak up any excess and then clear away the rest. So I'm going to leave those to cure now for probably the full hour again, and then we'll get those demolded and see what they look like with the lid. So I'll be back in a little while. These are all cured up now, so let's pop these out and see how they're looking. Let's just get them all out first, shall we? They come out nice and easy. And the last one, oh, that's lovely. I think I've just got one tiny little, so small you can hardly see it, but there's one little sort of bubbly bit in there. Otherwise, oh, there you can see it from that angle in there. Other than that, that's pretty darn perfect. So let's have a look at this one. And again, one tiny little bubble there, and another one there. But considering how much detail is in that mould, that's incredible for EcoPore. And then we've got our little half one that we poured, and that's come out really nice as well. I'm actually tempted to put that one on there. Yeah, I think that one would go quite nice on there. What do you think? Because I think those ones might actually be too big. So I think I'm going to put that one on there. And that one is actually perfect. Not a bubble in sight. Right, so I'm going to attach that on there using some UV resin, and this is JDiction UV resin. I need to get myself some of the Just For You online resin. Go the full hog and start using all their stuff. I haven't tried their UV resin yet, so it'd be interesting to use that as well. So I'm just going to flick this out to the edge, and then we can pop our flower in the middle and then get that cured on there. So I find that if you just flick it sort of over the edge, it bounces back and doesn't overflow. And using the hard type, it's a lot thicker, so it's a lot easier to use when you're doing these sort of top coat things. So just go around the last little bit, and then we'll place our little flower on the top. Right, let's just pop any bubbles that are there. And I know I should be wearing gloves, but I'm being ever so careful. I'm not touching any of the resin. So we're just going to place that in the centre there. Is that in the middle? I think so. Get rid of any bubbles that are forming around the join of that. And then I'll give it a quick blast with my torch first before I put it under the main lamp. And then I just have to wait for the main pot to dry out, and then we can get the sticker on that tomorrow. So I'm just going to pop this under the lamp and get that cured. So that's how that's looking for the top of our jar, like that. Nice. And it'll be a nice little handle as well. So I'll get that cured, and then I'll see you once the jar's ready for its sticker. Right, so the jar's all ready now, and I did give it a coat of flawless lacquer in crystal clear gloss, just so as it had a bit of a, because you've got such a glossy top to it, I thought that would give it a bit of a sheen on the main pot as well. So that's what I've done there. And I've also changed my mind on the sticker. A woman's provocative and all that, is that the word? So we're going to be putting this one on here, but it's a bit too big, so I'm going to turn it upside down and then mark where that finishes there and there. Pop that to one side, and then we're going to chop off that excess. Get a knife. So I'm going to chop that off along the line there. Get rid of that little bottom bit. It's quite thick, this DTF tape. Right, now we're through. Now we're cooking. Right, and let's have a look. So that will sit like that now, and you've got all these lovely pretty pinks in there to bring out the pink of the jar. So I'm just going to get, put that to one side. I'm just going to get a tea towel. Right, I've just got an old tea towel there just to rest that on so it stays in place. And I'm going to just start on one end, if I can get this separated. Oh, nearly had it. Oh, there we go. Oh no, didn't get it. Let's try the other end. There. And I'm just going to fold back just about that much of that sticker, and then wrap it round the jar again, making sure you've got it the right way up. Fold that back, and then I'm going to put it back on the flat surface and make sure that sticker's nice and flat on the bottom, and then I'm just going to rub that first section on there just to get that started, and then we're going to get the rest of it off. So I'm just going to use a tissue and just give that a rub, and then pull back on this little flappy bit here, and then work my way around. I can't see. I'm just going to work my way around that sticker now, getting any bubbles out of there, and hopefully that should still stay lined up nicely at the bottom. So just carry on all the way around until you get to the end. And then these DTF stickers have got a top layer that you need to peel off as well. So that's that all on there now. So I'm just going to give that another little extra rub all the way around. Get that on there nicely. And then we need to, let's get rid of that for a minute. Get rid of that. And then we need to peel back on our backing tape. So we're just going to gently peel this back. Started this side. It's taking the maybe I shouldn't have put that varnish on it. Try it from this side. I don't think putting that varnish on was a good idea. No, it wasn't, was it? Right, let's just split that. Because that top bit seems to be coming off okay. And then we'll deal with that bit later. Happy to show you my fails. Hopefully we can salvage it. Got a bit there that won't stay down. Little devil. Definitely shouldn't have put that varnish on, I don't think. What we get in there. Right, that's that looking okay. Just got to do this last little bit here now. Got a bit of a trouble bit there that doesn't want to play. Might have to just leave that bit and leave that. Oh no, is it coming off? There. Just lost a bit of that one, but there. We got there in the end. Bit of a faff, wasn't it? It's usually so much easier than that. So I think putting that varnish on wasn't so clever. But perseverance and all that. So there's our little pot. We got there in the end. I've got a bit of, well, those bits will just come off, and then I'll probably just go over that with some wax just to finish that off. Those bits are just flaking off, so that's okay. So should we give it a wax? Let's give it a wax. Right, I've got the Clark's Stone and Concrete wax and a sponge. So I'm just going to get some wax on there. And it's not because you have to seal these stickers, because you don't, because they are meant for like the glass jars that you can get. But this is just to tidy up that bit where the what do you call it, the varnish didn't seem to like it. So that's that all done, and then I'm just going to get a kitchen towel and just give that a buff. I don't think you can really tell that there's a bit sort of missing there, so that's okay. Happy with that in the end. Right, so that's our little jar finished. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and drop me a like or a comment in the box, and I'll see you all on the next one. Stay tuned for the pictures at the end. Bye for now.